Hey there, and welcome to another video with me. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a landing page and an automation with Mailerlite. So what is an automation? An automation is a set of email sequences which you create in order to achieve a purpose or result. For an automation to start, something has to trigger the automation. So what triggers an automation are usually called triggers. And examples of triggers are, for example, birthday celebrations. When someone opts into your landing page, it will automatically trigger. So they will receive an email saying, thank you for receiving the email. And then in your automation campaign, you will set up a different emails which will go at specific dates based on specific actions the user will make. So I'll walk you through in great details on what an automation entails. Right now, as I'm explaining, it makes sense, but it will make more sense when I go in my computer and walk you through all the details on how to set up triggers, how to play around with different conditions of workflows. Before we get started, I recommend you to go in the description, click on the link you will see that will lead you into the Mailerlite homepage. I also leave the link of Mailerlite on my screen here so you can go ahead and access it. Okay, let's go. If you don't have an account with Mailerlite, my recommendation will be you go to your browser and type origmediaone.com/Mailerlite. And from there, you can create an account with Mailerlite. Mailerlite is amazing. So if you just come here and click on sign up. But before signing up, I will recommend you to go to pricing and look at what you prefer to go for, right? And read through what you like to achieve. So based on that, you can select. But go ahead and choose your plan and sign up to Mailerlite. Okay, once you've signed up to Mailerlite, you now come here to your Mailerlite dashboard, and this is how your Mailerlite dashboard is going to look like. So what we need to do is we need to come here to subscribers, and on subscribers we have to create a group, right? So we'll have to create a group. So if you click here on groups, and I do have a lot of groups here that I've already created, but I will walk you through on how to create one. So if you click here to create group, and then you title your group. So I've titled my group, right? Just select that. So once you've created your group, you now need to come here to site. And on site, so there's landing page and then there's website. So one thing I want to say is Mailerlite is great for landing page, right? But it's not good for website. That's something you need to remember. It's not really great for websites. So to build a website, I have a separate platform which I build a website on. I have different ways. So for landing page, I recommend you to use Mailerlite. It's great to build landing pages. But for websites, that's going to be a different video. I have a separate video where I show you how to build a website. That's going to be a separate one. So on sites here, click here on landing pages. So right now I have 2 landing pages which are designed. And here you need to click here on create site. And I'm going to name my landing page, right? So landing page, make sure it's on landing page, and then click here on save and continue. And I need to select a subscriber group. In this case, it's going to be my free guide. And then click on continue. So right here, there's a lot of templates which are here, right? You can choose from any of these templates. You can either start from scratch or you can use template. But my recommendation would be, guys, don't make this complicated. You can always edit it and tweak it in your own liking. So choose a template and then edit it in your own liking. But I'll choose this simplistic template. So guys, you don't have to choose the same page. You don't have to choose the same template. You can choose a different template. So right here on the right-hand side, you have the global settings. You have the blocks, everything that the blocks entails. So you have text, image, image carousel, image gallery, video, and so on. So there's a lot of things you have here. So, and down here, you have like buttons, social icons, so many things. So there's extras like HTML anchor applications and so on. Okay, And here on settings, you have, you can decide to have your page to be container. So all your content is going to be more or less in the middle, very contained, as you can see, right? And it's going to be, so if you like it to be transparent, that essentially means that all the background image you're going to put are going to be transparent. But I don't need that to be transparent. So leave that to container. I think container, it looks a little bit better. Spacing, regular. You can play around with that. Animation, none. Page options, include page header. So if I want to include a page header, then I can just go ahead and include a page header. So, and this is essentially how our page header is going to look like. This logo, Mailerlite, we can change that logo. We can come here on image, and then we'll put our own logo. So that's basically what we can do. We can change that. This navigation menu, we can also change that. If you don't need that, just get rid of that. If you just want to leave like coffee shops looks all right. Now, if you have a link, a specific link where you like to link this specific navigation menu, you can put the link there. For a button, for the button, you need to put a specific link there, right? And this logo, Mailerlite logo, you can change that. You don't have to have this logo here. Okay, once you've done all your changes, you need to press here on save. Now, design settings, font. The font is popping. You can change the font. There's so many fonts type. The background is white. You can change the background and put so on the body image, you can also put an image on the background. So if I want to put, that's just an example, I can decide to put this as a background image. Body sizing, fill container, body position, top, body. So once you made any change here, so make sure you just click here on save. Okay, awesome. Call to action button. This is it. Form elements. You can play around with these details here. Notification bar. Notify your visitor using a sticky bar. You can use a notification bar. Yeah, so that's pretty much when it comes to that settings. But now, and let's just go back again and edit. Include media. And then let me just edit it and go to image. Okay, so I put an image there, right? This is just an image. The food looks so yummy. The food is so yummy. So I've got an image there. After you put an image, just click here on save. And then on blocks, you have all that you need on blocks. So if you like to add something, you can just come here, hover down here and click on add. Everything you have on blocks, you have here. You have buttons, you have spacer. And now I want to add another thing called a sign up form. And so I'm now going to edit my sign up form. So in here, display, include media, image or video. So if I want to include a media, then I can just add the space for media there, which is basically an image. And then I want to include text. Obviously, I would love to have some text on my sign up form. And I'm going to put a message there. So if I go to form, right here on the button text, it says subscribe, opt-in. And the button action, success page, what they should do after they opt into the page. So I should redirect them. I would love to redirect them to another page. So I can redirect people to my homepage here. And that's how my homepage is going to look like. So basically, once they opt in, I will send them to my homepage. And here on field, I can add a new field. So click here on add field. In this case, it's going to be a name. And I'm just going to edit that. And I put first name instead of just putting name. So first name. And I need to tick here, this field is required. And I click here on save changes. And I'm just going to move that up here. So I'm going to have name and email. These are the two fields I'm going to have. So I'm going to have first name and email, and click here on save. On image here, I need to insert an image there. So if I just click here on image, so I've added an image there. Now, if I like to change so once I've added an image, I need to press save. And then I go back to edit again. We haven't yet finished here. Form. And now I need to come here to form settings. Click here on form settings. On form settings, I need to decide what to have on my form settings. So I can decide to have like privacy policy, for example. This is where my privacy policy is going to be. And I can edit my privacy policy, right? And I've pasted my privacy policy there. Now, if I want to link my privacy policy, I'll just need to highlight the word privacy policy and then click here on link, insert link. I'll need to paste a link here. So if you go to your website or go to the place where you have your privacy policy, just paste the link of your privacy policy there and then you press insert. That's it. So I can put like confirmation checkbox. And once you do that, you need to press here on save. Now, the success page is basically the thank you page. I can change this one. I can just get rid of this one, edit this area. The success page says, congrats, coffee is on us, fill me up, right? I mean, this is just an example, right? You can change that. You can change this image. If you don't like this message, just delete the message, right? Congrats. Once you're finished, just make sure you click here on save. That's it. So now click on save and publish. So on the landing page URL, it says change URL or add your domain to publish landing page to your own URL. So ideally, what you must do is to have your own domain. So to add your custom domain is not available on the free plan. You must subscribe to the pay plan. So I'm just going to make this URL look a little bit clean, right? The favicon, I don't need to worry about that. You can put your own favicon if you do have your own favicon. Settings, I will not really worry about this area. I'll just leave it the way it is. And then click here on save and continue. Now on this area where it says double opt-in, I really prefer not to select the double opt-in. It has been published, but I prefer not to select a double opt-in. So I will just close that. I prefer people when they opt in, that's it. Double opt-in is essentially when someone opts into your landing page, they'll receive an email confirming if they really want to opt in. So that's what a double opt-in is. Now on analytics, if you click here on analytics, that's how your analytics is going to look like. If people are viewed, how many people are viewed, are they unique visitors, how many people have subscribed, the conversion rate. And we're back to our dashboard now. We need to click here on automation. So right now I do have 2 automations on my account, but I'm going to create a new automation just to walk you through on how to create an automation workflow. So if you click here to new automation, and you're going to have options here to start from scratch or to use some of the templates here. So there's simple welcome email, what you prefer. There's with target subscribers, online calls, advanced welcome email, webinar, birthday wishes, and so on. So you decide what you prefer to, on what basis you would like to start your automation on. But in this case, I'm going to show you how to start from scratch. So we start from scratch. In the future, if you like to decide to use one of the method, use one of the triggers here, one of the reasons why special dates, events, and so on, you can select one of the reasons here, right? This is going to be up to you. But now I will start from scratch. So click here on create, and then I'll name my automation. My free guide, I'll basically keep the same name all across the platform. So set up workflow trigger. In order for an automation to start, something must trigger the automation. And in this area where it says trigger, I'll select what must trigger it. So when subscriber completes a form, that's when the automation resumes. And I must select what form, my free guide. That's the form. If I wanted to add another trigger, then I could add another trigger, but I don't need to add that. Allow subscriber to repeat the workflow. When enabled, subscriber can trigger the workflow once every. So I will not really take this area. Some people prefer to take that. I've worked in places where people prefer to take that, but I prefer not to. So I'll leave that area the way it is. And then I'll click here on save. When I click on the plus button here, I can decide to add what's going to happen when someone opts into our form. I can decide to send them an email straight away. I can decide to put a delay. A delay essentially means I can decide to wait for maybe an hour, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, a day. It depends. But in most cases, when someone opts into your email list, they will love to receive what they're opting for straight away. And preferably, I will recommend you to send them what they're opting for straight away. You don't need to wait for that. You don't need to wait. So the first thing I will do, I'll go to email. That's what I need to go to. So I will send them an email. And this is the area for email. Now click here on design email. So on design email, there's several options. You can start from scratch, right? And you can use the drag and drop editor, the rich text editor, or the custom HTML editor. But the drag and drop editor is more or less the same as the rich text editor. We're going to go with a template gallery. So if you click here on template gallery, you have a lot of templates here to choose from. And if you click here on next, you even have more templates here that you can decide to go with for. So you can choose as many templates as you prefer. But as for now, I'm just going to choose the interior detail. So this is my template. I'll change this template to my own liking. If you decide not to have this, for example, you can just delete those texts, right? Just delete the text. If you don't want to have that, you can just delete the text. If you also don't want to have this section, you can also delete this section. If you click on the delete button, it's going to delete that. And if you want to delete home figure, you can also delete that. So you won't have it. The same applies for this image here. So you will start from here. Let's just delete this. So space it out. If you highlight the dot here, this specific area is going to appear. And then you click on variable. And then you put name. So it's going to be hi name. Here is your free stuff. So you insert the link here, right? You might get a link for Google Drive or from Dropbox. It depends. Just say download the free guide here. If you just click, highlight that, and then you go to link, insert, and you paste the link here. Paste the free guide there. Open link in a new tab. No, you don't want to open link in a new tab. Just click here on insert. So now it has highlighted download the free guide. So when people click there, it will download the free guide. Thing you don't want to have on your template, just delete it, guys. Now on the social media, here on the about page. So by default, Mailerlite, you have to have your address and you have to have the unsubscribe button at the bottom. So you can edit the unsubscribe area. You can just play around with the text here, edit it, right? And here on the social icon, you can put your social links here, like your Facebook, your Instagram. If you don't have Twitter, for example, if you have YouTube, you can put your YouTube. So let's say I'll put my YouTube here. That's fine. And you do the same for your Instagram. You do the same for your Facebook. Okay, menu link. I don't really put anything there. That's fine. Just click here on save. I'm done editing. I can just click here on done editing. Come down here and add the delay. Just add the delay first, right? And then I'll add a delay like one day. Let's say whether they open the first email or not, I'm going to add a delay, add a day as a delay. And then I click here on save. And then I click here again on the plus sign where it says email, right? So on the plus sign here, I'll click here. If I would like to, if they didn't open the first email, I can decide to send them the same email again, right? So now I need to come here to conditions. So if you click on the plus here and click on conditions, so you have the yes and the no. So now on conditions, I'll select the condition, right? Workflow activity. So if something has happened there, I'll need to select something, right? If an activity has happened on my list, on my free guide, right? I need to select what has happened. Okay, if it was open, right, with no links clicked, let's just say that with no links clicked, I'll send them an email. So the no here means the email was not open, right? Just bear in mind, the no here means that the email was not open. I'll need to send them another email. And then I'll need to send them. So in both cases, I'll have to send them an email anyway. So I need to send them an email. If it was open, the message is going to be different from the first message. If it was not open, the message is going to be different. And then you click here on design. So now I'm going to use the rich text editor. I'm not going to use a template. And then I need to go to variable and then add like a hi name, right? Hi name. Here is more goodies for your support. This is just an example, guys. You don't have to put this. So here are the fonts. You can change the fonts. I like to use one font all over my email. But now let's add the signature. If you come here on the left-hand side, click here on add, and then I'm going to add the signature. So click here, add signature. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to add my image, right? And I'm going to put like so I can put like my name, my position, what I do, my email, I can put that there. Telephone number, I also put my telephone number, right? Now on signature, if you just click here where it says signature, click on that, this area will apply. And then you need to sign with your mouse in this box, yeah? Once you sign, click here on apply, and then click here on save. So essentially you will sign here, right? Now, and down here, I'm going to add a social icon. So social link, I can play around with this area, add my social links there. So once I'm done editing, I need to click here on done editing. So I've sent them like a separate email, right? Because they've opened. Now, because they didn't open the email, let me just click on this one. I'll need to send them another email. I need to send them an email with a reminder that they didn't open the first one. So you need to click here on design email. So I can go ahead and start from scratch. I can go ahead and start from scratch. And then I use the rich text editor again. So if you just highlight that, and then you come to variable. Sorry, I did made a mistake. Okay. Okay. And then I need to, if I'm finished, I need to click here on done editing. Guys, I can decide to continue this email workflow, decide to do a lot more things with my email automation workflow, right? There's a lot of things that I can do with that. I can even come down here because you can decide to go for your email automation workflow for like a month or more. It really depends what you like, what are your intentions? And then I'll come down here. I'll put delay on, I'll put delay for 2 days. Then I'll put save. and then I send them another email, right? And I only can decide when to stop the automation. So, and then I'll go ahead and edit it, maybe choose a template. So it really depends what are my objectives. Okay, I'll stop here. I'll stop here, right? I'll basically stop here, but just bear in mind that an automation workflow can really go ahead for a really long time, depending on what you want to achieve. But you can carry on with your automation workflow. There's so many things you can do. You can add a condition, you can send more emails, you can do a lot more things. So I'll just stop here and close it. Okay, guys, that was all about how to create a landing page and create an automation workflow on Mailerlite. As you can see, it was very easy and straightforward. It wasn't a difficult thing. So if you do have any questions, drop in the comment section below. If you've managed to create your opt-in page successfully, please type opt-in page in the description. I'll be happy to hear that you've created your opt-in page and your automation successfully. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'm looking forward. I do have a lot more videos on my channel. You can go ahead and watch those videos. Those videos will also help you dearly. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care.